This is the first ever Airbnb where you'll be able to solve who shot Judge Glover and open the 100-year-old safe. This came from the late 1800s. We were looking online and I ran across a building that was built in 1910. It looked like a center block, but I knew it was built in 1910, so I knew something amazing was under there.
This building was once a law office constructed by David D. Glover, who served in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1929 to 1935. We had the wonderful opportunity to meet with some of Judge Glover's family and show them around the unique building they remember visiting as children.
Well, when I grew up, of course, here, we lived 3 blocks from Grandpa Glover. I would go down all the time and visit Grandpa, and usually every Sunday was kind of a tradition. He was a part of having Hot Springs named a national park.
Well, this is Judge Glover's bedroom. This is 1910. You see the original patina of the brick. We knocked off all the plaster.
Over a century later, in 2022, Wallace Stone and his team began renovating the historic building into a murder mystery Airbnb, with the primary intention being to keep as much of its original integrity as possible, while making it comfortable with modern amenities.
Behind you here is a niche. This was the original building. Real cool items we found here, several liquor bottles.
Found another very cool bottle. This one is from the Rexall drugstore.
Part of the process to create this space is picking out the items that go in it. You can justify getting an old safe, you can justify getting a slot machine, I've got a pool table. The bookcases in this space are original to the space. They don't date back to 1910. Somewhere along the way, they redid the bookcases.
I'm so proud of what they've done here and restored some of the beauty of these old buildings and preserved the history of this building and the heritage of the Glover family.
Glover made a huge impact in Malvern and in Hot Springs, and focused on obtaining federal resources to improve its conditions. And that's exactly why this landmark was so important to save.
He didn't graduate from law school. There were no law schools back then. He had a little grocery store at that time. His inventory was so small he could have taken it home with him at night. Didn't have to worry about locking the store up. But he would study there and then take his books home at night and study until the wee hours of the morning. And then he appeared before a group of other attorneys that said that he could have appeared before the Supreme Court as prepared as he was. He was
ready. This one was 53 in this book. There's people that own buildings downtown and they cover them in stucco. I don't see how the Building Planning Commission can approve such things. So to me, saving the old buildings, that's what makes Hot Springs so unique. If it's stucco is original, that's fine. But if there's bricks underneath there, tear that dang stucco off. All of this was covered in stucco, so we peeled all this back like Shawshank Redemption, literally. It's not like you're even building something. You're just going in there and tearing off all the garbage that's been put on the top of it and then getting down to the bones, and all of a sudden you have something beautiful.
So come to Malvern and try to solve the mystery that blends an inspiring real-life story with a fictional murder in the newly renovated Judge's Hideout.
We're actually neighbors to the project, so conveniently the Chamber of Commerce office is just about a block away. And so we've been able to watch all of this kind of unfold. It's an incredible thing for downtown Malvern, incredible thing for Malvern.
When you start, you imagine being finished, but when you're actually here, it's kind of surreal, so it feels great.